Hi, today I will show you how you can use the animate skeleton tool. So I'm gonna take this pirate and animate him. So I have this animation made by our user Joseph, and it looks like this. So what I will do is I will take this animation and apply it on my character. So how would we do this? Yes. So in the skeleton tool we have animation to animation. So let's go over there. So first we will select our pirate as reference. When we do this, we will get a skeleton automatically. Now I recommend, if you see any issues, fix them like this. And you can see what point you have selected up here. So here is like left arm, right arm, just so it's a bit easier to know. Then to set the animation, we select the frames like this, then we click set animation. This will also generate skeletons. And here I also recommend using edit pose to fix these things up. Now here you can see our reference, and here are the skeletons for the walking animation. So now we're gonna make sure that these are in similar size. So then we can do like increase, decrease height, width. We can move them left to right. And in advanced options, we have something called, we can also change just the head size, but we also have fixed head, which means that the reference head here will be applied to all the animations. This can be quite useful because very often in animations, like the head wants to look the same and stay the same, and this way we will make sure that the head will look the same. Alright, nice. So let's now compare. Okay, I think he should be a bit wider probably. Gonna move him up a bit just to make sure. Then we can click show reference and it will switch over. We can kind of compare. We can hide. Yeah, I mean it looks quite good. And we can click rescale. And it's not the end of the world if it isn't perfect, because we can rescale again. Just make sure that you set it back like this so it's not too off. Okay, it looks like I want him to be a bit taller. Like this. So let's rescale. Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he shouldn't have been taller. So let's move him down a bit. Decrease height. Alright, nice. So now that we have a skeleton template like this, let's go over to generation. So for the first generation, I will pick freeze 1 frame, generate 3 frames. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna use this frozen frame here. It means like the position you're standing on. And the reference image is this one. And then these 3 skeletons are this one and this one. And number 2 as well, sorry. 2, 3, and 4. And the frozen frame is my reference frame. So this means that the model will have a reference image to look at and one frame to also use as guidance. Now let's make sure our camera view is correct. So it should be a side scroller. Direction is south. And yeah, let's generate. Well, yeah, what I should have mentioned here is that when it's black like this, it means that the whole image will be edited, and if you can see your character, that means that it won't be changed. Alright, nice. Let's close this one. Cool. So here we can see, okay, it did try to do some things here. We can maybe do like this. Alright, cool. And yeah, this pose might need to be edited a bit. But let's keep going just for let's I think I want to fix this up. So I'm gonna go to skeleton setup, animation to animation. And instead of changing all of the animations, I'm just gonna fix this frame. So let's make this one a bit taller, because it's seemed a bit short. Let's move it up a bit. And let's rescale it. Cool. Let's go back to generation. And yeah, just for the sake of it, let's do custom. And this is like how it was before. So now you can see none of the frames up here are black, which means none of them will be changed. But of course we want to change the one that we just fixed the skeleton for. So let's go to that frame, this one. We'll go to inpainting, then we will color it in black. And as you can see now, first frame will stay the same, second frame will stay the same, fourth frame will stay the same, and we'll only be changing the black one. Alright, let's click, should also be good. We can also do this. You can go to the pose, you can use selection tool, you can move it up. Alright, now let's generate. So now this frame will stay the same, frame 2 will stay the same, and only frame 3 will be edited. Alright, that looks so much better. So before and after, as you can see, quite nice. Alright, so now it looks a bit better. And here there are a couple of options to make improvements. So we can do that, because before we generate last frame, it's better if each frame is as good as possible, because they will be used to guide future frames. Okay, so I will avoid I will use inpainting just to show you how it works. So let's inpaint where we want to edit this image. So I think this will be good to be edited. And in this one, probably don't want to edit that much, but maybe something like this, something like this. And in this one, yeah, in this place as well. And some of this stuff is just better to do by hand, in my opinion. But you can also use, oh wait, okay, it's because of that. I had the one underneath visible as well. And yeah, let's and here let's inpaint this. Okay, cool. So let's go back now. And it's a bit hard to see, but here we can see it's inpainted. It's inpainted here and the leg here. And let's click generate again. You also might want to use like init image, which will help the model understand like what colors, what shape it should be, because just in painting the model will have no knowledge really of what's underneath, which has its advantages, which can be quite advantageous if you're not sure what you want it to look like, and it might be less effort to just inpaint and not use init image. But init images are very powerful, so I do recommend using that. Alright, cool. Let's just edit these small pixels that aren't exactly how we would like them to be. Let's do back here. Something like this. And it's good to, like I mentioned before, to fix things up before you do the next generation. Just so that the model has the best possible it has the best odds for creating a good next frame. Alright, let's check out the last generation setup, which is freeze 3 frames and generate 1 frame. So I position myself now in the second frame, which means that the second, third and fourth frame, these 3 will be frozen and won't be edited. And the fifth frame here, you can see here, is black, which means that it will be completely changed. And the reference image is still my first frame, just because it's the highest quality. It makes sense for these generations because it's facing south, and you could argue you could have this one as well as your reference image, but having this one is just like a more clean image. Alright, so let's click generate. I can show you the pose as well. Cool. Let's see how it looks. Alright. So now if we set the loop here, we can check out what it looks like. Oh yeah, just like the skeleton here before, this one is also the old one. So what we can do is, let's see, are the settings still the same? Maybe not. But let's change it a bit. Let's do generate again. Ah, we lost the okay, sorry. It got confused because I made the layer invisible, that's why, my bad. So yeah, remember to make sure that the layer is visible that you have your reference image from. Alright. We can just do it like this. So we don't have anything underneath, making it confused. Oh, my bad, I generated from the wrong position. Like this. And yeah, this one is quite a lot better. It's just missing a hand. Otherwise, I think it's probably the best one so far. So, just like I showed you before, I will show you init image as well, because I think that's good. So let's inpaint. And we will draw Yeah, we draw black here. And yeah, it's good to remember to remove the inpainting before as well. Now it doesn't matter because we don't have use inpainting active. But in this case we do want to use inpainting. So we have freeze the first three, and then we will inpaint, use inpainting on the last frame. And we're also going to use init images because, like I said, it's good to know how to use it. And we will go in here. Let's just hide it, it's easier to see. And maybe draw something here. So now the model will know, because of the init images, sorry, that there is something that should be in this color, and depending on init image strength we have, it will look more or less like the init image. And this is because if the init image strength is 300, it will skip like a couple of the first steps, and the higher init image strength we have, the more steps in the generation the model will skip. 300 is usually a good place to start off. And yeah, so let's click generate. But yeah, what I wanted to mention is that when using init images, you might first use 300, and if you might get a bit better results, then you can use that again and again and again. You just keep increasing the init image strength as the image increases in quality. Alright, so let's compare. Yeah, maybe I didn't like my init image too much. So let's try this again. But let's do this, but let's use a lower init image strength. And now you can see like it was more free to do what it wanted to do, and it, because of the pose, it wants to have the hand quite far up. So that was my bad, because I was trying to force it to draw the hand further down than it wanted. Alright, so let's take a look then. Okay. So we can just do some small fixes. Yeah, this is how you can maybe could do something like this. Yeah. Probably want to do this here as well. All right, let's do template skeleton as well. So first, similar to before, we want to set reference, and now the template will be scaled based on the skeleton in the reference image. And let's do walk. Now we want to, similar to before, make sure that the template looks as closely as possible. And then we want to insert. What's also good to note is in advanced options you also have fixed head And if the default is if the reference and the template has the same direction, it will automatically use fixed head. But and I usually recommend using it, especially if you know if you want the head to be like look the same and not turn. I recommend using it. So alright, let's insert. Now let's just fix this up a bit. We can, oh yeah, remember to go to the right layer. Then you can move, drag, and it will automatically reconnect. No, don't worry. The only thing that actually matters here are the points. And try to make sure that they don't, let's say, intersect, like go on top of each other, because then it will, everything will get confused and you have to, yeah, it's just a pain. Alright, cool. Now we'll go to generate. Let's do freeze 1, generate 3 frames. And yeah, click generate. We will be adding more templates in the future, don't worry about it. But we want to make sure the ones that we have works nicely, and we also have the animation to animation, so yeah, and the templates aren't like a perfect fit always for pixel art. Like some types of characters looks better and some worse. And then for the last generation you can go freeze 3, generate 1 frame. So now frame 2, 3 and 4 are frozen, and the 5th frame will get a new frame. You can also use different output methods, like modify current layer, which means that we won't get 100 layers. But yeah, so this is what it can look like quite quickly. Then you can use init images and other init images, inpainting, etc. to improve it. And if you fix the first frames up a bit more, you will get a better end result as well. And I always also recommend, like, don't be scared of just doing like stuff like this. Oh, sorry. Remember to be on the correct layer and just copy over, because sometimes it's just, yeah, easier to get like a perfect face like this instead. Oh, sorry. Wrong layer again. Yeah, quite nice. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I also recommend joining our Discord channel if you need further assistance. I will also link the documentation